Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Calhoun. Blitz coming and down he goes. Nick Benito. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. At the 28-yard line. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. In early 2nd and long they're facing. Operating from the gun. Calhoun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Got to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Calhoun. And that is incomplete.
They came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Open man is Bryant. He's got it. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Nix from the shotgun. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's got this down to the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's Nix once more. Bryant with a catch right side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing Nix. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They'll take over first and 10.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bates. Goes a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They come in the top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
To throw is Nix. He completes this to Sutton. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
42-yard line.
Nix to the air. That is caught by Bryant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Broncos.
Nix going to give to Harvey. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
Any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Nix. Well, we complete to Harvey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Harvey. Touchdown! R.J. Harvey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Broncos 10, Raiders nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
70, Timberwolves. Lions. Bronco 80.
Operating from the gun, Calhoun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running backs.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Harvey going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, it's Harvey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Touchdown.
R.J. Harvey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Raiders nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And a quick feet by Jackson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second down and 8. Looking to throw. Calhoun. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Bronco 80.
From the gun on third down. Calhoun. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. This is taken around the 12. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they're kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On first down, back to Harvey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in the yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now it's Nix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Nix. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Back to the air with Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Bombers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Browning. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Pat Bryant from 13 yards out. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Raiders nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 20-yard line.
The The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Off the play fake. Calhoun. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
At the 35-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Let's go!
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And able to get this out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where we have to go into the blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Again to Bryant, and again it's caught. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete to Bryant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Off the play fake, Nix. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped a double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And this pass broken up.
The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a three-score game at 24.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Calhoun. Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Come on, set. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Calhoun.
Pass to Bowers once again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito. He picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
That's a gain of 9.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting, but I'll guarantee he quietly is told that you might well stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Back to throw. Calhoun. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
To throw, here's Nix. A throw over the middle, caught by Bryant.
So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face a third down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Open man is Bryant. He's got it. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. Throwing Nix. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw is Nix. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the handoff, Watson. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they go screen. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. 29-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he's going to step up and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And Watson has it right side. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And great field possession coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 79, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing to start the drive. Calhoun. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready? 60, Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 20.
Broncos 27, Raiders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Here's Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And tough snag. Maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game. And trusting this quarterback,
I think he continued to do so.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got him now.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 73 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. But a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Now to try the field goal. Here's Daniel Carlson. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That flag, that'll push him back 5. A field goal try coming now for the Broncos.
For the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Looking to throw. Calhoun. He'll try to do this himself. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so